Reports suggest millennials are starting their lives later, like waiting to get married, even buy a home. So Chris is with Jeff Schulte from First Capital Advisors Group in Naples, and he's breaking down what millennials can do right now to retire early and get back to experiencing life. Hey, Chris.
Hey, so Jeff, we always talk about millennials and how they're different from other generations, but really when it comes to planning for the future, is there anything different with that generation?
Well, generations ago, everybody retired with a pension, and they had their retirement planned for, and they didn't have to worry about saving money as much. Millennials don't have that advantage. So they really need to plan for the future, and that's not easy to do. As I mentioned to you a minute ago, how could you retire today with $500,000 in the bank? That would be probably pretty tough if you had a 25-year run in retirement. And at 3% inflation, 25 years from now, $500,000 is $1 million. So you really need to start thinking about having $1 million in the bank by the time you get to retirement.
Aside from not having a pension, how are their circumstances different from other generations? I guess there are more things that are different about this generation.
Well, they're more savvy. They had a cell phone and a laptop since they were born.
True.
We did not have that advantage.
Right.
So they're world savvy. They know what's going on in the world. However, they're not old-fashioned, and money management is old-fashioned.
Sure. So that gets into the next question. What advice do you have for this generation on saving their money? What kinds of things do they need to do?
Save and save often and as much as you can, which is difficult for anybody. It's because we tend to spend what we make,
Sure.
But you have to be balanced about things. If you think about a football game, I played football in college, there's no Hail Marys for retirement. You're not going to throw a Hail Mary and score a touchdown and retire. It's blocking and tackling and moving down the field. You need a long-term strategy and a plan.
Yeah, you need a ground game.
Yes.
You say invest early and consider inflation.
Inflation is insidious. It will erode your principal. I just mentioned to you $500,000 25 years from now will be $1 million in the present value equivalent.
Right.
So you really need to think in terms of how that's going to affect your ability to save money. We're paying $3 a gallon for gas today. It was $2 not too long ago. What will it be in 25 years?
I don't know if millennials are exclusive to this, but it seems like every young generation, when you're just getting out of college and maybe you have a family, you have all that student loan debt, maybe you have children, is saving really something that people can realistically do at that young age?
There's a saying on TV, one of the beer commercials, drink responsibly.
Right.
That's spend responsibly. Okay. So you need to really think about it in terms of the long term and the short term. Yes, I need a new suit, or I need something I want today, or you need cars, you got to pay student loans, but you really need to also have a factor of saving, which is hard to think about, but you really need to plan for it.
And I think the big thing I heard you say, ask for help. You need help. You're a new generation, but you might need some of the old school techniques.
Perspective is great in anything, and that's what a financial planner will bring, historical perspective about inflation and some of the things we just discussed.
All right, great, Jeff. Great advice as always. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. For more financial tips, go to our website, fox4now.com.